All right, here is a quick tutorial on your menu. So you can access the menu in multiple ways. You can look down, and you should see a blue circle here that you can click on that will open up the menu. Or you can use this left yellow menu button. It's the concave button underneath the joystick on the left controller. You can click that. Or you can look at your left wrist like a watch, and then this will also bring up your menu. So from the wristwatch menu, you can mute yourself, you can do different emojis, show us how you're feeling, you can record instantly using this, then you'll see a red dot, and then you can also record a hologram of yourself here. So if you create the hologram, you'll see this pop up, and then you can enter the name and all of that good stuff. So just a brief overview of this menu. If we go into the left watch, there's also a hamburger menu in the center. You can aim your ray at that until it highlights in blue, and then use this top blue trigger to click it. So when it first comes up, you will see this quick actions menu here. There's a bunch of different things you can do. You can change the server, go to a different server. You can switch sides if you're on a team. This will switch teams. You can mute yourself as well. You can open up the browser. And you see here, exit out of that. You can also do your video settings. So this would edit the settings of how you record using this record. So here, this is third person. You can see a selfie view, and then also you can do a head camera. So when you do use this video recording, just make sure you stop the recording before you leave that instance or go into a different space. You can also open up some notes here, so you can write on them. You can save these notes and then enter. And then if you wanted to export them and save them, you can just export it and you can send it to your email. So if we go back into here, you can also spawn a whiteboard. So if you click on that, you'll notice a big whiteboard comes up. So if you get a little closer, you can write on it. And then you can also clear the image at the top. Or if you want to insert an image that you've previously downloaded onto your dashboard, you can do that as well. So here, if we wanted to upload this image, we can put that there. All right, and then you can clear image there and then exit. You can also adjust the whiteboard if you aim one of your controllers at this adjust whiteboard and then click the green grab button, and then you can move the whiteboard accordingly. Then we also have erasers too. If you need to erase something you drew, you can just erase it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna exit out of this. And then we go back into our wristwatch. So that was the whiteboard. We can also do sticky note here. So if you wanted to type in sticky note, you can type in whatever. You can also adjust the keyboard accordingly. And then if you wanted to, cannot spell, I can hit create, and then here's a sticky note. You can grab the sticky note using this green grab as well. If you hold it, and you can place it to wherever you want to go, and then just release that green grab, and that sticky note will stay there. All right, and then you can also, we have another camera here as well, a spawnable grabbable camera. So you can grab it and you can place it where you want, and then you could record yourself in front of it. You can hit record, which would videotape. Just make sure to also stop it before you leave this instance. And then you can also edit the settings here, so you can switch the camera. You can take a photo. And then we also have the switch right here as well. You can put a timer on it or just click instant. So this camera will record as well as take instant photos. So you can zoom in and out and what have you. And you can just close it there. And then there's certain host controls as well. Like you can freeze everybody but we will go through the host controls in another video. So then if you go to the top tab, so we're in the Remio server currently. So if I were to click on this, I'm the only one in here right now, and I'm in the Santorini space. But if there were other people in here, it would list out their location here. For example, if they were in tower defense or in paintball, it would show us right here where they are. If you can also go up into spaces, and you can enter in any of the different spaces and any of the different activities that you'd want directly. So for example, we're in default, which is the Santorini space, but if we wanted to go into Titan, we can just click this, and it's going to take us into the Titan space. So it can take you directly into those different spaces. So now let's go across, and you can also do it into any of the activities. So if you saw that some of your friends were in paintball and you just wanted to hop right into paintball instead of going into the game room, you can hit spaces and then click paintball, and it will take you there. If you're a host, we also have this take everyone with you check mark, which would take everybody in that space to that area you want to go. You can also edit your avatar up at the top. You can change your name here, and there's all the same controls that we have in the mirror spaces or in the dressing room that you can edit. So if you want to add a hat or your glasses, things like that, you can edit those all within this wristwatch. Also, if you have you can create friends with each other, so you can see if anybody is online at the same time as you. So right here you'll see all of my friends that are listed out. If any of them were online, it would show us where exactly they are. So if we wanted to hop into a tower defense game, I could see where they are and hop right in. And then you can go to your received request and then your sent request and things like that. So if I want to accept, I'll accept, and then this should be going into accepting. And then we also have our gallery. So any of the photos that you've taken throughout your stay in Remio, these will show up here, any videos and images. And then you can also have your personal. If you upload any photos onto your dashboard, those would be located under the shared. So you can access those there. Also, we have our settings. So we have our locomotion. If you wanted to change, right now I'm currently under the glide. That's not the right word, continuous, thank you. So if I wanted to switch it to only being able to move teleport, I would change this setting from continuous to teleport. And then continuous, we don't suggest anybody doing that unless you have your VR legs, because that can add a bit of nausea. And then you can also edit your controller. So right now, having it on head label only, this will show you what the different controls mean when you hold the controllers up to your head. If you turn it off, you notice that all of the labels are gone, or you can have them on at all times. For this one's the tunnel vision. So this is when you move, you'll notice that it kind of gives me a black sort of tunnel around my face. You can turn that on and off here. You can also adjust your height within the VR without having to change your Guardian. You can just bring your height up or lower yourself. We also have the different audio settings here. So if you wanted to change these, you can adjust these accordingly. And then so you can also exit out of the menu button using the close in the top right, or you can use this flat Oculus menu button on your left controller, and that will close the menu.